Hey guys, welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. This is Chandra, and tonight we have a couple of readings we're going to do. For the first reading we're going to do is for Shelby, and Shelby just really wants to know about her soulmate. If there's any details or anything that we can bring to light for her about her soulmate or person she'll end up with, that kind of thing, we'll try to see what we can do. So anyways, for those of you that are new to the channel, please hit the like button if you like the video, after, of course, watching it. And then, of course, if you want, you can subscribe and, of course, hit the bell icon, and then you'll get notifications every time we come on and do these live streams. For those of you guys that have been with me for a little bit, that have watched the live streams or chimed in, if you have a reading or anything that you would like done while the live streaming is active, like I'm actually doing it now, you can put a question into the chat, and I will do my best to try to get to it in a timely fashion. Now, I try to keep these relatively under a couple hours. I'm going to try to make that a little bit shorter goal tonight. And so if you have something, maybe it's just something quick tonight, we'll just kind of make it like that. So we'll try to stay away from the deeper, heavier topics. And then if you just have kind of a yes or no question or something like that you'd like to get some insight on, by all means do that. Now, of course, if you're in a situation and you definitely need something a little bit deeper, don't think that I won't do it. You guys know me a little too well, so go ahead and put that in the chat, and I'll do my best to help you. So, guys, for this reading that we're going to do tonight, we're going to do our standard. It's a 7-card reading, and we're going to look at the past, present, and future. We'll look at really what the answer, the key to the outcome is. Like, what is the answer to getting the outcome that is the most desirable, or what is the key to avoiding the inevitable outcome that could come forth. And then we'll look at what the energy is surrounding the current moment. We'll look at really where Shelby's energy is, and maybe her attitude, her thinking, what her desires, that kind of thing is all about. And then finally, we'll look at the outcome to see where we're at with everything. So I like these kind of readings where we're talking about soulmates. I like, we've done twin flames, we've done soulmates, we've done just, partners, we've done everything under the sun when it comes to relationships. And I don't know, it's just something really special. Love is in the air, love is everywhere. And you guys are hearing it. You guys are hearing it from your favorite monk, Chandra. So let's see what we can get. Okay, so I shuffled the cards really good. Just went ahead and cut the cards. So we're going to look at the past first. Okay, so this is going to shed some light. Now we're talking about soulmates, so bear that in mind in terms of the context of the past that we're looking at. This is not just talking about finances or anything like that. It's really discussing relationships. So past relationship kind of things, what kind of things can we kind of come to. So the first card that we come to, oh, interesting. I haven't had this one on the past card in quite a while, but we have the Fool. Now, the Fool is about naivety, okay? Don't think that this is like, oh, this is a judgment. When you get this card, it means that you're a fool. It is not that way at all. The Fool is, if you just look at it, it's this here, it's a wanderer. It's a person that is just, it's a young person. They're kind of blind to the reality that many people see, people that have been on this planet a little while. Not dating myself here, but people in their 40s going on 50. Anyway, just kidding. And then we have the little dog here and stuff like that, which is just kind of going along, trusted companion. We trust everybody. Everything is good. Flower in the hand. We're moving forward. But all in all, for the most part, this is a pretty good card. I mean, you got to stop and think here for a little bit that if it wasn't for naivety, people probably wouldn't take chances. They probably wouldn't just, jump off do something exciting with their lives. So one of the things, the key characteristics we see in a lot of younger people, for example, teenage, young adults, is that they're more willing to take chances often. And, they might go traveling more, they might endeavor to do things that once they got a little bit older, a little bit wiser, well, knowledgeable, let's just put it like that. There's a lot of older people that are not very wise. That they just might not otherwise do or have the opportunity to do. So it's sort of like we want this adventure. We want this excitement. There's something there that we really want to, that pulls us. That it's like gravity, it's kind kind of pulling us in a certain direction, or it's our nature coming out. And when we're young, we're fresh. We have our ideas. We have things that kind of pull us in certain directions. There's certain things that kind of guide us. It's almost intuitive in many ways. And oftentimes people that would call themselves practical, or people that would call themselves reasonable, may actually judge those people with those kind of ideas and ideologies and that kind of thing, that would just go off on a whim and do something. They say, oh, they're being careless, or oh, they're being this, or oh, they're being that. Whereas these other people might, quote unquote, play it safe. But when it comes to love and it comes to relationships and all, a little naivety never hurt, and it actually kind of helps us to figure out what it is that we're really looking for. What is it that is attractive to us? And when we're young, many things might attract our attention, because there's a lot of things that we haven't been exposed to yet. There's a lot of things we haven't tried. And so for that reason, we're more probably apt or more likely to kind of, let go of our, that inner voice that tells us don't do this. We might let it go and say, well, you know what? You only live once, right? YOLO. Is that still popular? I have no idea. But I remember the people saying YOLO. You only live once. Let's just do it. Let's enjoy life while we got it, and not worry about anything. So anyways, that's the past. That's kind of where, we're talking about relationships here. So we're looking at things like kind of the way that we've been in relationships, or the way that relationships may have presented themselves. We may have been a little foolish or a little naive, or maybe didn't really understand really the nature of relationships, or how to act in a relationship. And so we're kind of feeling our way around, trying to feel things out, trying to understand things, trying to understand the other person, trying to understand ourselves, trying to figure if we are a match, if we're not a match, what this person is doing, what this person isn't doing, what we're not doing. Are we more attracted over here? So it's just a lot of things going on. And so that's really what the Fool is all about. So I hope that shed a little bit of light on the past. Let's look at the current situation. Aha. Very interesting. So we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. The Eight of Wands is sort of this hurried. You think of wands, you think of action, and it's kind of a fire sign. It's representative of Leo, and those like Aries and Leo and Sagittarius. You get a lot of this kind of fiery energy that goes, and it just kind of like burns quickly and burns fast. And so there's the Eight of Wands in particular, it's really about this here fast moving energy that's just trying to get things done, trying to make things happen, trying to get it going, trying to figure this thing out. And that's what love is. Sometimes we get to a certain place in our, maybe we've been foolish and we've tried things, we've kind of gotten some things underway, and now it's sort of this hurried state of trying to figure things out, trying to get things accomplished, trying to, get what we're after, basically. And that's really what this card is all about. So in this case, Shelby is probably trying to figure things out, like, I really want to, get to find the right person, know this, get this thing going and all. It's kind of evident in her question and stuff, which is, about the soulmates and, who is this person? What does this person look like? Where is everything going on at with that? And so there's sort of this here, I don't want to say a rush, maybe a little bit of a rush, but it's more just kind of this hurried nature of trying to figure things out, trying to get some clarity or some understanding. It's about rapid advancement of a situation, more or less, and in general, it's really a favorable period. So right now is really a favorable period for Shelby, but the warning for this card, though, is just don't be in too big of a hurry, or don't make decisions too hastily, because you might make the wrong decision, or a decision that's not as let's just say not as awesome as maybe another option could be. So let's slow down a little bit, just kind of weigh our options, see what we got going on, and then make the right decision and stuff, and things will be pretty good for us. But let's look at the future now. Oh, congratulations, Shelby. You got a really amazing card. We're talking about relationships. We're talking about cups. Cups is about emotions. It's about those unconscious, subconscious kind of things that go on in our minds and stuff. But it's really about emotion. It's raw emotion often. And it's also really about relationships. And when we talk about relationships, especially matters of the heart, things of that nature and all, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about love, emotion, feelings, those kind of things. So this particular card right here, the Ten of Cups, this is the celebration card. This is really, it's really about personal attainment, getting what you want. And fulfillment of love in relationship with another is basically what this card is all about. And so in the future, and I'm calibrated to about 3 months out. And from that point, I can kind of get a general idea of like how long it's going to be maybe before that person comes into your life. I'm picking up maybe a 5, maybe for around the 4th to 5th month out. So maybe 4 to 5 months from now and all is really when this attainment is going to happen. Now I get that just from my own calibration stuff. It could be a little hither tither. It could be a little bit more than 5 months. It could be a little bit less than 5 months, maybe closer to 4 months. But I'm really picking up somewhere around more closer to the 5th month, but just a little, maybe even earlier than that, maybe into the 4th month. So I don't really see it really past the 5th month, but more kind of 4th or 5th month. But this is where you'll really start to meet this person, find this person, understand this person. And that's where you'll get a lot of satisfaction and joy. And it's a really overall positive card for you, Shelby. Let's look at the key. Now, this is not the key to this immediate future, because that's what we're talking about here is the immediate future. The outcome is really when we start to get into the whole soulmate thing. We start to kind of figure this, who is this person? What do they look like? What is their nature? That kind of thing. But before we get to that, let's understand sort of where the answer to that outcome card is. What will be kind of the key? What is it? The Rats of Nymph. I don't know if you guys, maybe I'm really, really old here, but if you've seen the Rats of Nymph, please put it down in the comments below just to let me know. Say, Chandra, you're not really that old. You might be some monk or something, but just, I don't know. Just put it in the thing to amuse me maybe and just say, hey, I've seen the Rats of Nymph. Really cool show. In fact, I was just a small child when it came out and stuff. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back on track here. Shelby doesn't want to hear about all that Rats of Nymph and all. But with the Rats of Nymph, they had a saying in that particular cartoonish movie type of thing. And it was, you can unlock any door if you only have the key. Well, it sounds pretty evident, but that's always what I'm thinking about when I think of this card. I know that sounds really strange, but oh well. So this card is the 3 of Wands. I'll let you see that a little bit. 3 of Wands. Do I have somebody? No, that was just something else. 3 of Wands here. So this is going to be the answer or the key to the outcome. We'll find out what the outcome is in a few moments. But before we get there, this 3 of Wands is really about putting your idea out there. Okay. So that's going to be really the critical thing that you'll need to keep in mind once we move a little bit forward. And once you put that idea out there, you're going to test it. That's what we do with ideas. We test them, and then you get it working. Then you get feedback from others, and you talk to experts. You validate, and then you just basically keep moving on, and you keep on moving your ideas forward and getting things moving for yourself. And that's what this 3 is all about. Put your idea out there. It's just putting it out there. So now let's move on to really the energy surrounding this 8 of Wands. I told you this is really that fast advancement. This is really things, wanting to get things hurried up, wanting to get things moving, wanting to figure things out for ourselves. Who is this person? What do they look like? I'm not going to live the rest of my life. I want to finally meet my soulmate here, and that's really what it is. What is really the energy surrounding that? So we have this card, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Now this is, you see a desolate, woman and maybe a boy, and they're kind of hard pressed. They're a little their luck is not so good right now. We go through these here valleys and peaks and valleys and peaks and all this, and as far as success and things are concerned, so sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. But this here is really about, we've had some experiences in the past and that's kind of left us high and dry, so to speak, or kind of out to pasture, or just not really in a good, sadness, a lot of sadness, depravity. You get the feeling. I mean, you get the point here. This is really what the energy of this card is really all about. And it's the energy that's surrounding this fast movement. So this is kind of like, okay, this energy here, because you've suffered some losses or you've suffered some relationships, maybe you've had some heartache and breakups and different things that, typically most people go through. It's causing you now to kind of feel maybe a little frantic, or you're experiencing this kind of frustration. And that frustration is just like, when am I going to meet this person? When is the right person coming along? Okay, I've met enough of the not so right people, or the people that maybe don't work so well for me. And, I thought they were going to be good relationships and everything. I thought things were going to work out. I did the best I could. And for whatever reason they didn't, or, maybe this person cheated, or maybe I cheated, or maybe this happened or that happened, or whatever the case happened to be. But here's what happened. Because of this, now it's sort of like there's this urgency to kind of find the right person, or we don't want to experience this anymore. Once you experience this kind of thing, you're just like, I'm done with this. But you want to know something? What's really cool about this particular card, with the energy surrounding this that has caused this here lead up of this kind of this hurried rush, they're trying to figure things out kind of energy. This teaches us that, or basically this card basically says to us, hey, look, if it hadn't been, honest to goodness, those previous relationships, those previous, breakups and things that you've maybe encountered, or lack of relationships even, but they just kind of leave you just that kind of that forlorn, kind of unsettled, unhappy, kind of depressed almost feeling. If you hadn't experienced those things, and you hadn't met those people that really weren't right for you, or that weren't your soulmate, you wouldn't be in the situation to be able to understand the things that are right for you. So I know that sounds, people don't want to hear that. It's like, that's just a cop out, but no, it's really not. That's like everything in life. We learn valuable skills in the things that don't work for us, so that by the time we find the thing that does work for us, we have the right skills in place in order to handle those relationships, and to handle them in the best way possible. Case in point, you're starting a business, right? You go through the training, you learn how to start a business, maybe you go this, that, and you have a level of success. Maybe the business is quite successful, but then you have one thing that comes along, knocks you off your feet, and knocks your business down. Now you're out of a business, you have no money, everything seems like the worst situation in the world, and then what happens? You're desolate. And this is the card that you find yourself in, this desolate feeling of like, everything was so great and now it's so terrible. It'll never be the same. But that's not true. You see, what happened is what did you do? You went through the training. You learned how to start the business. You created a level of success. You've already tasted it once. Well, guess what? Those skills, those things that you've learned along the way, along the journey, they're still there for you, right? So you can use that experience to help guide you in future experiences. And you see, that's really the beautiful thing about this. It's sort of like seeing the glass half full instead of half empty. And it's really all about perspective. And that's what this card is really teaching us is, take it, be very grateful, have some gratitude for the past experiences, even though they may have, seemed very upsetting and that kind of thing. And I do apologize if you've had to go through any pain. I don't like, I'm sorry you had to experience those kind of things. If that is the case, it can be very treacherous. It can be very harmful, emotionally, just very, very, it's not a feeling that anybody needs or really desires to ever want to go through. Let's look at where you're really at, though. So let me get a better perspective on things here. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles, and so that's really where we're at right now. Three of Pentacles. You see a tradesperson here with a hammer, maybe like a craftsperson or something like that. They're really skilled at their trade. They've mastered something, and then you've got these people here that are maybe, coming to them and saying, looking for advice, or, they're trying to get some perspective on things, or trying to get some answers. And this person here really has the answers, or they've got this experience and this knowledge, this know-how. You've got Pentacles, which is about money. It's about groundedness. It's about stability. And it's really, but really like the threes in other suits. Okay, so we have threes of wands, threes of swords, threes of cups. And of course, what we're dealing with now is the Three of Pentacles. It really represents kind of this initial completion of a goal or a plan. So it's sort of like we're getting some kind, that's really kind of what you would like to see, is to get the goal or to find some completion here, to really be able to make the most of things for yourself. Find the right person. Rise above the average people out there, the people that are not going to really do it for you. And to really find that soulmate, to really find love and to experience that and to, create the kind of world that you want for yourself, with regard to relationships and a lifestyle and all these kind of things. So that's really cool. Really nice, actually. It's a fair place to be at in life. And then let's look at really where the outcome is for you. Okay, this is good advice here that the cards give you. It's about strength, okay? Now, strength is this is not about physical strength. Now, you see a lion and stuff, and what do you think? You think of, a wild beast, something that could easily kill you, that could, mow you down, and it's just, it's something that you would definitely want to stay away from. But then you see this maiden, this angel, this person that is able to just, easily pacify the anger of the beast, the wildness and stuff, and not even be fazed by it. She's mentally very strong, and the lion can sense that she's mentally strong, and so the lion is not afraid of her. She's not afraid of the lion. She's able to kind of calm that rough nature within the lion and stuff like that. And and that's what this is all about. It's about mental strength. This card here, the strength card in the tarot, is really about mental strength. It's about having their wherewithal mentally to just be patient. And to be able to pacify things. And so for this, in many ways, what this is saying is like, there will be maybe someone that comes along, and this person that comes along, at first glance, it may not seem like the ideal person, may not seem like the person you might envision if you're just, fragmenting your mind to come up with ideas about what this person might look like. This may not very well be that what you're expecting, but here's the thing. It's about, the person will be a strong person. You'll be able to get on nicely with this person, though. You'll be able to pacify this person, even though they may come across as a little bit rough around the edges. Let's just put it like that. And in doing so, you guys will get along quite nicely. And now, if we go back to what our key was, or the idea is, it's about, putting your ideas out there, seeing what those ideas are and seeing what sticks, testing things out, like you've got to test some more relationships in order to really find the right person. But with the person that I'm kind of picking up now with this strength is that this person is going to be maybe not the easiest person in the world for most people to get on with, okay? But for some reason, you have this incredible influence over this person to be able to calm them down, center them, and bring out the best in them. And by doing that, this person is going to just radiate all kinds of success. And they're going to share that success, of course, with you. And that is what your soulmate looks like. That is going to be the kind of person that you're going to kind of, eventually come into terms with. And as this person continues to grow and to mature into that, a lot of those rough edges will be refined. And it's your gentler nature and your calming effect on this person that will ultimately bring much success into their life. And as an indirect result, it will bring a lot of success into your life. So this person will be very, very successful. And they will lean on you for many things, and you'll be a good influence in their life for that. And that's really the overall reading. But before you get there, there is a little bit more. You've got to really kind of put the idea out there, what it is you're looking for. And your ideas are what will attract this person. So kind of give it a little bit more perspective for you. So you have these ideas, right? Whatever it is you're thinking about, whatever your thoughts are, don't hold them back. Oftentimes, in relationships, people have this tendency to kind of hold back or not share everything, or to maybe keep their opinion to themselves because of their fear of being judged, things on that end. The answer card here for you, this key here, the key that unlocks any door. Remember, Rat's the Nymph. If you guys haven't seen the show or something like that, maybe you can see it on Netflix. I don't even know if they have it on, YouTube or someplace like that. Maybe it's not even in existence anymore. Maybe I dreamed this movie up. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, it's quite possible. But you can unlock any door if you only have the key. And really the key for you, Shelby, with this reading is to not hold back your ideas. Like as you meet new people, put your ideas out there. And someone with a little bit of a rough exterior, so to speak, somebody that other people might just, not give a second thought to, or that might just try to avoid, that's the person that you'll have a huge impact on. And you have a very nice nature. Like, you won't be judgmental of this person like so many other people. And so this person will really gravitate toward you. And more than that, they will gravitate toward your ideas. You'll give them some really good ideas, and their mind, their clever mind, will start to shape those ideas into tangible outcomes. And those tangible outcomes will bring success and happiness to both of you. So anyways, I'm looking at so see this in about 4.5 to 5 months out, probably closer to 5 months, but anyways, it'll give you a little something to look forward to. It's still not that far out. And in the meantime, start thinking about this person, give it a little bit of attention and thought. And then, what will happen is you'll kind of know when this person enters into your reality. And when you do, you'll just have that natural smile will just kind of naturally come to your face. It'll be, I'm serious, like it'll go like this. Mm-hmm. That's the one. And you're going to know it automatically. You will know it automatically. Okay, so guys, that's really it for Shelby's reading. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream, and then I'll be back on. I've got another tarot reading for someone else, really special. So if you guys haven't already done so, go ahead and like the video. Click the, thumbs up? Yep. And the little bell icon. Bell icon will get you notifications every time we come back online, which is every day, every other day, several times a week usually, unless there's a dry spell and nobody wants a tarot reading. But if you do want a tarot reading and you're watching this video and you want to help the monks, help support what we're doing here with this channel, you can go to helpbydonating.com. Whatever's in your heart to give that, and then just let us know, and I will get you a tarot reading. Just whatever question, whatever you need, just let me know. Otherwise, you can go to indirectknowledge.com. I think that there is a way to get a tarot reading over there as well. And if that's the case, you'll be directed to fill out a little thing, and then it'll get us your question and everything, and then I'll be able to do it here on the live stream for you. And then we'll get back with you on that and get that over to you. So you're always welcome to do that. And of course, if you can't afford a reading and you really want one really, really bad, and whatever the case happens to be, just go and email me. My email is Chandra, Chandra 108 @gmail.com. I'll try to put it in the description if I can think to remember. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So guys, thank you so much. Shelby, thanks so much. I will see you guys on the next live stream.